Hi guys, this is Fierce. We're going to go over jungling and pulling your creep waves. So you find yourself playing a game of Dota, and you're playing a support hero or you're playing a jungle hero. The first thing you're going to want to do is buy a set of sentry wards. Pulling your creeps is probably one of the easiest ways to deny experience from the enemy heroes. At the same time, it grants extra experience and gold for your team. So why wouldn't you ever do this? The enemy heroes might try to tower dive your ally. It makes it easier for your enemies to push your tower. And sometimes your ally just needs your support in the lane. So when should I pull the creeps? Is your creep wave pushed all the way to the enemy tower? Is your ally in good health? Is your tower in good health? You know, just exercise some good judgment and then pull the creeps. So this guy, Clones, is playing against EG Fear and he's playing against Fierce. He knows that we're pretty decent players, and the possibility of us warding their neutrals is pretty high, so he starts off with sentry wards. So Clones is scoping out the lane. It's Sand King Huskar. There's no way this Void is going to be able to farm in this lane, so he decides that he should go pull the creeps and try to deny experience and gold from the other team. So for this particular neutral camp, you have a couple seconds of leeway, and you can initiate the pull starting at 16 seconds or 46 seconds. You just attack the creeps and then you walk back toward your lane. It's as easy as that. So what do you do now? You don't want to attack the creeps until you can get the last hit. If your own creep gets within deny range, you want to deny it immediately. So the problem with playing against people that are good, they'll know that you're pulling the creeps and they'll come to harass you immediately. The Sand King comes and even places a ward to block the spawn, but that's why you bought those sentry wards, right? So now you know your neutral camp is blocked and you have a sentry ward, so you place a sentry ward and you kill the observer ward. So that's the end of that, and the neutral camp will spawn again every minute. Remember, you have 2 wards, so use that other ward to counter ward the enemy's ward. So the dire side currently has an imbalance where you can also pull the small camp. The timing for this pull is around 02:03 or 32:33. So the bad thing about Clones is that he just pulls the creeps regardless of what happens to his teammate. This is an example of what not to do. But you know what? This guy is just very good at pulling. When I was looking at this replay, I was surprised at how good at pulling this guy was. If you want to get a little bit more advanced, you can chain pull neutral creeps. The timing for the chain pull is pretty much immediate. I like to do it earlier than Clones, which is around 20 seconds or 50 seconds. So remember, for this pull, it's right around 16 seconds or 46 seconds. This camp can be pulled also, which is why I'm showing it to you twice. So the timing for the pull is about 40 seconds and 10 seconds, and of course there's a little bit of leeway. Sometimes I see people double stacking neutral camps before they do the pulling, and that's legitimate also. The timing for double stacking will always be around 51, 52, 53. So now you have your double stack, you just wait until the timing to pull it, which is 46 or 16. I don't particularly like this method because your creeps die so fast that none of the neutral creeps die, and therefore you get no gold or experience. I prefer doing the chain pulling a lot more than doing the double stack, but again, both methods are legitimate. As you can see, I was only able to net 1 creep's worth of gold and experience from that, but at the same time I was able to deny all 4 creeps. So the dire side has a third pull, which the Radiant team and the Dire team can both use. This one is actually kind of tricky depending on which creeps you get. The timing for the pull is right about 50 and 10. You have to keep vision of the neutral creeps, otherwise your own creeps will lose their aggro and return to the lane. Remember, you have to time the last hit to get the gold. When you're on the Radiant team, you need a Quelling Blade or Tangos to destroy one of the trees. The timing for this pull is right around 47, 48 or 17, 18. Remember, there's a little bit of leeway, and I kind of missed it this time as 1 creep escapes the aggro. So pulling neutral creeps on the Radiant side kind of sucks because there's only 1 spot that you can pull. The timing for this spot is also 46 or 16. You can also chain pull the next set of neutral creeps, but you're going to need Tangos or a Quelling Blade again. Generally, when you're chain pulling, you want to look at the total hit points of the neutral creeps to determine when to pull for the chain pull. You're looking for a total hit points of around maybe 500 to 600 hit points before you start the chain pull. But for non-centaurs, the pull is right around 01 or 31. So that's it for jungling and pulling creeps. Thank you for watching my videos. This is Fierce signing out. I will see you next time.
My sentiments precisely.